Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now you're all probably wondering, can things get any worse for Omi? Now in this video, I'm going to explain why we probably shouldn't be as anxious as you maybe are feeling and what lies ahead. Now, I'm also going to show you a very interesting chart on Bitcoin. Now, I know some of you hate it when we go and look at Bitcoin, when comparing it to Omi, but you got to remember, guys, we're just showing the timeline and the technicals. It's not about the actual coin. We're not saying that Omi is the same as Bitcoin, etc. We're talking strictly about price action, right? Looking at historic data. Anyway, guys, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay updated on all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, let's get into the video. In fact, pause the video, click the link in my description and join the Telegram group, because this is where you're going to be able to stay up to date on all our recent news updates, technical updates, and how our community is actually dealing with this market decline at the moment. So make sure you check that out. And also, of course, if you want those juicy under the radar cryptocurrency gems, entries, exits, restock levels, and much more, join Crypto Crew Premium right this second, because the gems that are available are absolutely incredible. Anyway, let's talk about it. So, to be honest with you, to be quite blunt, I don't see how things can get any worse with Omi at the moment. And to be honest with you, especially if you bought, at an all-time high, I mean, pretty much, even if prices go down another, I don't know, 20%, is it really going to matter to you? Probably not, right? Typically, you want to see price go all the way back above the 50% area before you start looking maybe at, okay, feeling a lot more confident now, etc. Because even if price was to go back above the 78.6, you're probably not going to care. If price goes back about 61.8, you're probably going to feel more relieved, but at the same time, you're still saying, you know what, yeah, don't care. So 50% is typically where you would like to see price go above in order for your confidence to come back. Now, I've spoken already, especially yesterday, about the timeline of this project and how this is a long-term project. It's important to, to take from this video. This is a long-term project, guys. Nobody said this is going to be a get-rich-quick scheme. And the fact that Omi did so well, or right on its launch, is incredible itself. Right now, obviously, price is at an all-time, well, not an all-time low, but is it down extremely low. Now let's just look at Bitcoin, because this is what I wanted to show you guys. And if we look at 2011, right? So this is the earliest that it allows us to show on this particular chart. And of course, this is on TradingView. Now, if we look at price in August, right? August 2011, price at its all-time high was at $11. We saw price go all the way down, and remember, guys, this is going into October, all the way down to $2.10. Now, if we look at that, that is almost a, let's go down, that's an 80% drawdown, right? That's an 80% drawdown to the downside. Now, why am I showing you this, and why is this relevant? Because think about the people in this moment. They're feeling exactly how you're feeling right this second. Bitcoin is dead. Why did I get involved in this? This is a terrible project. Oh, I could have bought Amazon stocks. Oh, I could have bought this stock and I would have made this much this year. Oh, this is terrible. And of course, in November, the following month, price spiked to an all-time high of $14, right? $14. So therefore, the people that maybe gave up 1 month prior would have missed out on this move. Now, with that being said, price went all the way back down again and then slowly started to recover in 2012. And then this is where that bullish momentum really kicks in and price goes as high as, let's just stick to 2012. 2012 price goes as high as $12, so back at its all-time high, and then the next year, as you can see, $262 per coin. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole price action, but I just wanted to show you these scenarios because this is what we're potentially looking at with Omi. We see price go to an all-time high. Then now we're seeing exactly what we saw here. Price going all the way back down. Traders with weak hands being wiped out, giving up. This project's nonsense. Why did I get involved in this? Oh, I could have bought this project. I could have bought that project. But then look what happens, guys. And let's just talk about the percentage move. So let's just say the people that bought in 2011 from the all-time high, and we're going to go all the way to 2017 to 2013 to April that year. That's over 2,000%. And that's just saying that they gave up on the journey. So they've taken profits and that's it. We're not looking at all of this, right? We're not looking at, price now at $37,000 per coin, right? Because that percentage gain is a whole different story. And that's the difference between holding for 3 years to holding for 5 years to holding for 10 years, right? So I show you that because we're seeing a clear representation of this from a price action perspective. The only question to ask yourself is this a good project? That's literally the question to ask yourself. Is this a good project? Does this project have the potential to be a market leader in the NFT space? If the answer is yes, then what is there to worry about exactly? And to be honest with you, price is now down, guys, almost over 80%. If you bought at this area, I mean, things can't get any worse than this. They can't. And the reason why I say they can't get any worse than this, because if price, let's say, goes back to zero, you get to snap this up dirt cheap, which means your entry at this area, even if price has snapped back, you could achieve well over 1,000% just on the snapback alone. So this is a win-win scenario now, right? This is a win-win scenario. That's how I'm looking at this. Price is right next to my entry. So this is how good our entry was, right? It's right next to our entry now. We're getting closer and closer to our entry level to trigger in those orders. But this is just exciting. In my mind, this is exciting because I understand price action and I understand how these things work. The amount of millionaires and multi-millionaires that are going to be made of Omi is going to be absurd. It's going to be absolutely absurd. And what you guys don't realize is you guys are all early. You're all early. This is the reality. You've literally joined Omi. Number one, if you bought when we did, this is literally the start. This was the launch. It was only available on, I believe, Bit4x and BitMax, right? They only had less than 15,000 users. We were one of the first on the VV app. Now, even if you're involved now, you're still very, very early. We're still not on any major exchange. I'm talking Binance, etc., and some KuCoin and all those other exchanges. We're also, at the end of the day, not even seeing 6 months worth of price action in front of us, And also, number three, we're only at 250,000 users. We went from 15,000 last month to 250,000 in April. Sorry, 15,000 in March to 250,000 in April. Guys, we're early. We need to get more confident about this project. We need to, start looking more deeply into the actual, Ecomi. I suggest those of you that are not using the app, download it, have a look at it at least, just so you know what you're actually involved with. Because I just feel like a lot of people heard about Omi and just okay, I'm just going to buy because this is going to be my next 1,000x in one day sort of project. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this video gave you a bit of confidence, a bit of clarity, and like I said, the trend is your friend until it ends, and with that being said, when others are fearful, be greedy. When others are greedy, be fearful. With that being said, guys, make sure you click the link in my description, join that Telegram group, check out Crypto Crew Premium, check out our one-to-ones, and as always, seize the day.